pullback now is 50, 51. So you might see her pull back to 51 and restructure. Okay. So you just got to hold the 72, 73 right here. But you could pull back to 51, add in contracts, go right back to 71. So that's what they'll be planning. But if not, they'll just keep it going long here and keep going. So we'll see. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Welcome to, is it Groundhog Day today? I don't think it is. Somebody said it was. I don't know. I don't keep up with this stuff, but just in case. I'll play the weather by the day. Walk outside and go, well, it's cold. That's the weather for the day. That's me. I don't stress all that crap. It's too much to worry about. Whatever it's doing, we're going to have to roll with. Yeah, figures. So you guys can see how we keep coming back to 74 right here, right? They're trying to structure off 74 to keep it going up, guys. This is the key here. You got 74, 51 area. And this is a sweet looking thing. So I think this thing could keep running. It just depends on where are they going to try to get to those other bear targets that we had last week, week before, or whatever. And one of those big bear targets was actually about the 640, 845, 846 area, which would make sense. And that one was about 853. So those two targets right there, I think would be a good place for these bulls to kind of try to get to. See how we're holding the 74? You got to hold that 74 to stay in this. Or just to stay, not to stay in it totally, guys. When I mean to stay in it, I mean if you're already holding it. Most of these people will try to maybe, if they're going to hold the 74 here, it gets kind of tricky. They might scale out some, scale half and let four run or something like that. But because the 74 is a place where we have to stay up, but we could pull back to 51. But right now, I don't see the pullback at all. I think we're going to try to structure this thing if we can, because even like right here at the 74, it's just kind of strange. But I really think if they really wanted to pull it back some, it'd be like 52, which is just to sucker the bears a little bit to get them to sell, so we can take their money and go back up again. We want people to sell. We want people to jump in the sell right here at 71 and let it come down and then stop at 52 and take them right back up again and take their money, because they'll try to go short up here. Everybody thinks, oh, it's time to go short, time to go short. Well, that's the wrong mindset. It's not time to go short. You can't go short in this thing until it really comes down. You have to be way down here to go short now. It would be disaster to go short up here. You got too many targets that can absolutely kill an account. What the heck did I just do there? What that is, I was drawing a line on my chart. It's like, what happened here, man? That's not cool. Yeah, we just got to stay above the 74 right here, man. Come on. We're trying. Remember that number. So I was out to lunch with my wife, I think Friday, and I met a couple from Colorado, and he said his son was a day trader. He called his son while we were at lunch, and I spoke to him. So if he came in today, I hope you're in here today with us. That's a nice guy. We were just talking about stuff, and his father started talking about day trading. He said his son was a day trader. I'm like, well, you just come hang out with us, right? So maybe he stopped in this morning. See, guys, how you're under the 52 now? So where are we trying to get from the 52, guys? What's going to happen from the 52? Well, it's that big 38, 30, what is that? Probably, I would say probably 41, 42. So the 42 is now going to be the key to going back up, okay? So you got 42. Good job, Steve. So see how you get under the 42? What's the next one? The next one's going to be 31. Remember 31? 42, 31. 42, 31. And then you got like the 50 something up there too coming. So 42, 31, and then right past the 51, 50, 51. See how you're holding the 42 here, guys? That's because they have to. The 42 is key. The 42 is key to getting to 51. The 31 is key to getting to 42, right? There's a 52. That little volatility trying to kick in there. They really want to jump up through there if they can, guys. Projection, and that's why we're having such a problem here, because projection is about the 77.25. That was my projection. Yep, that news. So can we stay above this? We got to stay above the bank level too at the 2026 because 26 can be a problem, but I don't think it's going to be a big problem, but it could be. If this does start going back down, guys, and getting some of these lower levels, it's probably going to get stupid, choppy, because you have a lot to go through to get these bears to sell. Now, there can be sells in it, but, it's going to be hard to manage those shorts because of the way they got this structured. That's a 10 o'clock candle. So the 10 o'clock candle came through and gave us a little bit of push, but it didn't push enough. Remember, guys, every 4 hours cycles. 4-hour candles. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., 10 p.m., 2 a.m. Then again, just keep cycling over and over every 4 hours. So it's funny because sometimes you'll see that work perfectly and sometimes it's just an absolute mess. But right now, this candle here is going to have to catch up. This candle's not taking over the other candle. Mama candle's bigger, as you can see to the left. See? Remember I always talk about mama candle? This candle's the mama. This candle's the kid. Kid has to grow up to be bigger than mom, right? It's engulfing. It has to be bigger. The candle to the right has to be bigger than the candle to the left. This has always been a part of the market. You're not going to go up if the candle to the right is not bigger than the one to the left. But this is going to get bigger, okay? I'm just letting you know. She's trying here. It's just going to take a few minutes. Because I think once this candle passes this 88 here, you should see a spike to about the 96. That's what I'm thinking here. 88, 96 spike. We'll see. What you did. We're right back there again. 74. $74. Let's go. Come on, let's push. You can do this. There's that spike I was telling you guys about right there. Right to the 96, just like I said, just like we called it. You get past that 96 area, and you come up here, and you're going to get to about the 815, 817. That's all we got to do. We got to get past 96 if we want this 817. 815, 817, guys. And that's exactly where they're trying to go with this. They're trying to get to those top targets up there. Dun, 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 there's the 96. Let's go. Can we do it? It can be done. I got faith in it this morning. Let's go 96 and keep going. I'm just kind of wondering what these bulls are thinking up here, though. Once we get to 96 and we get to 817, I'm just kind of wondering if we're going to try to top out at the 36, or are we trying to get that 43? Because 43 and 36 are next. And maybe we could just run all the way up through here. That'd be kind of cool. Come on, 817. Let's go. Be our friend. Let's go. And there it is. Let's go. Come on, boys. Push that 17 marker. Let's ride. $35 minutes of trading, guys, and a $36,000 trade. $37,000 trade. Beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful. One and done, guys. Every day we've been on here for like the last 7 to 8 days, we've pretty much been one and done. Every day. One and done. There's your 17. Whoop. Imagine that. Imagine that, guys. So 17 would probably try to go to 37 now. If you're going to get up in these markets, these bulls would be looking for that 37 area. And then they want to pass the 37 up to about the 56 area. Well, I think you're going to have to break the 45 first. 46 and 56 would be a good. I think 45 and 56 would be a good area to be in. It would make sense. Because you would break the 43, 45, you'd go to the 56 area. Wait a minute. That might be 50. Yeah, that might be 58 up through there. Okay, let me put this down there. Let me take this one here. There. Yeah, it's actually 58. 58.25. Oh, man. I moved one and got another. I don't know what's going on with that. There. Okay, cool. Now we're good. So I'm thinking we're trying to come back to these bear targets we had before. And that would be pretty much 35, 43, 50, 56. So now you guys just got to start getting these 30s. You got to get past like 32, 33, and just run this to 56. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Beautiful, though, guys. It's absolutely a beautiful trade. It really is. Yeah, so we definitely want this bad boy to come up here, and we want to get past the 23, and we want to get to 37. We want to get 23, 37 now to hold. 23, 37, guys. 37 is the next big target. Okay, but question is, why is this target here? That's the question right there. Sorry, guys, I always talk to myself when I'm trading. So let's go right here. I have a question like 1719 here. So it looks like we got to hold the 1719 area if we're going to get back to the 31 here, 32. So let's go up here and let's put the 737. I think that might be a little higher than 37 right there. I'm thinking 38 right there. You got to kind of get 38 out of this. Yeah. So what we got up here? That's the 41 up there, so that's cool. That's an old target there, probably 41, 40, 45. 41, 45. Why is that 45 there? I don't know why 45 is there because unless it's something we're not seeing. Oh, I see it. So that's 57, 50, 57, 54. Yep, 45. Yep, that's what I figured, 45. So 21, 37. Oh, the top of 45, that's perfect. That works. And then you would have 52 and 58 up through there. So pretty much you would want this to be in this area right here. In this area next. This is where we're trying to get to. Okay. Because if you can get to there, guys, that's really nice. Okay. I really think if you can get to that 58, 61 area, because that 61 is going to be a problem too. You can start pushing this up to about 70s. '70 to about 73, I think would be perfect. So we got to just get up through here. We'll see what she does. This is absolutely crazy. There's a bank level up here at 36 now also. So this sits right about there. It's a bank level at 36. Restructure. It's the market restructure. That's what I call this. Now, their big money line, which is kind of funny for the Bulls, right? Where is the next big money sitting, guys? That big money sits about eight. What is that? Looks like it's about 860, which is right where we're sitting now. Okay. So right in here, guys, right about, well, let's just do this. Let's just go right over here and grab this and put B M because the Bulls have big money sitting right here on top of this line. Okay. They have their big money sitting up here around the 60. Now, this could mean two things: major push or major push back. Depends on whose big money it is. Is it the Bears' money or is it the Bulls' money? Well, it's probably going to be Bull money, I would say. But, we have to read it as we go. Perfect, man. Just absolutely beautiful. We're trying to get these upper targets, though, guys. Oh, wrong mouse. I'm using the wrong mouse. We are really trying to get this thing to come up here and hold this 61, 60 area. We want to get this 68, 70, and above the 71. We need to be above 71 here. We just got to get past the 71 marker, okay? We can get past the 71 marker, guys. Then we want to come up here and just try to get, maybe like the 74. We want to get up to the, what is that? 74, 79 area, right? Then you want to come up here and tag this 90 if possible. Because I really think we could push that 90 marker this morning. We really could. It'd be awesome. Man, if this thing would just come up here and tag this area for us and get about 85, 90, we'd be golden up through there. Because she's trying to hold her to 84. What is that? 64? They're going to try to hold this around the 64, guys. If they can hold the 64, they want to get 70, 71, 75, 78, 83, 90, and run. Once you get past the 90 in this, man, it's really good past 90, guys. 90 goes to 930. What part do you want to take profits? I'm not 90. So probably 90. We're going to see if it breaks the 90. If we break the 90, guys, we're going to 913. So 913 is a good place to be, okay? If we can get to come up through here with us and hold there, but it's about right here, right? We'll put 914 right there on the chart. This might be where she stops at, but we'll see. She could go higher, maybe not, but scale out, but scale out. That's what it do. But you just scale out of these. Just come up through here and make your money and bank a bunch of it. But in theory, I mean, these guys are running. This is 90% of that long. In theory, guys. It's just a theory. So we would have to say, because you've got areas of concern up through here, which are the 10 and the 54 and all that, but we haven't really worried about it this morning because we're not there yet. But I don't think it's, with this big candle moving like it's moving, as much as this market's moving this morning, I don't think we're going to have to worry about those two levels because they're smaller than what we're dealing with now. So it's kind of a good thing. Let's roll. This adds to our 7. This is our 8th day, guys, back. I've been back 8 days as of today. So remember what our 7-day total was? We're adding to it. I love coming on here, guys, in the mornings with you guys and just knocking out something really cool, Right now, with the trailing on this, you would probably not have to even worry about the trailing on this right now until you're way down here somewhere around the 45 bay. It's like 30 points down. With big money like this, guys, we would probably say our stops would be at the bank level, but most of the time that's not the case. The biggest thing we would worry about is what am I looking let to see over here, right? This contraction area and this candle right there, which is the 53, right? That's where my stops would go, 53. I'd leave them right there on that big giant wick candle and leave them there. I love those wick candles. So you can see the highs up here, right? Right up just above our area, right? So the projection was coming off of this high here down to this low down here, right? Let's just put it right here for a second so I can move this chart like this, okay? So we got all the way down to that low, right? But if you go like this, is actually the way to do this. Go to the bottom of the box down here like that. Whoop. And then you come back right here. Ooh, no, I think I got it right. You come back off this low. To that high right there. So this kind of shows you there's that projection path right there. See, this is your projection path. So if you got under this on the shorts, it's perfect, but you can see where it bounced off here, bounced off here, bounced off there, right? You come all the way down through here in your path south. Then you come up here, little short pullback, cross the line here, got a nice big trade right there at 7:30, back in contraction, come right here at 9 o'clock. Look at this. These candles were not sitting on this line at all. And it's done. Just gone. It's just a good thing, man. Sometimes the market just loves to play its own little way. And I'm good with that. As long as I can structure myself inside of it, I'm cool. So right now, guys, where are we trying to go now? Well, we got close to the 913, 914 up here, right? So after that, it's like 917. So 14 to 17 is a good area. Okay, we know this. That's the old bear targets too. So 14 to 17 are good areas, but if you break those good areas and you start crawling up through here, guys, I'm really looking at 23, I think would be a good place to be. 23, 32, maybe 34, 35, cross the 37, maybe 38, and then really run. I think if you can get past the 39, you're home free at the 39 for some bigger money. So we'll see. But isn't it nice to see targets just hit, guys? Well, you don't have to stress on what you're doing because you already know. You know the targets. They're on the screen. We've hit every target we've put on here. Look at this. We drew all this by hand this morning before the open at 9 o'clock. And look at this. We've hit every single thing we've called. And why? It's because we have to structure. We have to know what this market's going to do before we start trading. You have to have some kind of plan, guys. You don't go on the field to score a touchdown without a plan. You don't go into trading to make money without a plan. It's disaster. No plan, no money. Right? No plan, no wedding kind of thing, right? Girls plan weddings, right? They'll just go, hey, let's get married tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. Woo. We'll throw some shit in here and we'll go. It's just not how it's done, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. The best way to do this is sit down and look at your charts and just try to see. I want you to try to see if you can come up with a plan. Because maybe one day on a Friday when I'm not supposed to trade, I'll get on with you guys and I'll let you explain your plan to me and see if your plan works the way it's supposed to work. Because I can tell you if it's going to work or not. That I can. I can tell you, well, you've got a great plan, but you're missing this, this, and this, or your plan absolutely sucks, or you might want to rethink your plan and do this other plan, or you might have a bunch of things in your plan, you just got them in the wrong places. Because guys, you can have a perfect trade plan and two things not be the right way to trade, when everything else is the perfect way to trade. And you might have to eliminate a few things to make your trading better. It's just the way it is. I've had to do it. I'm not using a moving average this morning. I'm not using a VWAP. I'm not using anything. You guys see me trading off a blank chart, except the things I draw on it of my own. I ditched everything in the market that I didn't want to look at. I don't need anything. All I need to know is where these bears and bulls are going to go and why. And it's funny that, there's people following me that, not in here, guys, but on some of my other stuff I do. There's companies out there with more than 10,000 employees following me every single time I trade. Because they're like, wow, what's going on with this person, right? So, guys, we did $230,000 in 7 days. This is our 8th day. We're up to about 280 for 8 days of trading. Then nuts or what? Nuts. I had a goal this year of 350,000. I'm almost there in 8 days. It's 280,000 in 8 days. Not every day is going to be perfect like this, though. We're going to have days where we don't do 10 grand. We might have days where we only do 3 grand, 2 grand. Depends on the market. But when the market's running and on fire like it is today, take advantage of it. Make all the money you possibly can until she stops and get out. Because tomorrow could be an absolute brutal give back. Like I say, 2 days in the market's all you need. Because usually 2 days are good days. Another one day's a choppy day, one day's a correction day, and one day's just like, well, we hope for the best. And that's kind of the way I think. Well, I look at these markets like, well, maybe this, this. I did a big day yesterday. Is tomorrow going to be big, or is it going to suck, right? And you guys know I'm just blatantly to the point. That's how I trade, straight there to it. I don't sucker. I don't pull no punches when it comes to trading, guys. I just tell like it is. We might have a crappy day tomorrow. Or we could have a big bear day tomorrow, or a couple big bear days. It just depends. Now, if we have a solid bear day tomorrow, we would have a crappy day the next day. But if we don't have a bear day tomorrow, it could be the next day. So we just have to look and see what we see on the chart when we come in the mornings. I don't look at these charts all night. I look at my charts at 9 a.m. I can be 30 minutes. I can be ready to go. Who's in profit this morning? Come on. There was 48 people in here. A bunch of people already left. I guess they got their money. I wish they'd let me know before they leave, hey, I'm green or not. You know what I mean? Be nice. Way green. That's the way to do it. North Pole. Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. Way green. That's good. Green is good though, guys. It doesn't matter if you're $500 up today or 10,000 or whatever you are. It's a good way to. That's right. You're a good way to start the week. Start the week off with a good note. Now, the biggest thing about this, these bulls, are you're seeing this pullback, right? There's two places of concern on the pullback, guys. There's only two. For what is that? 165, and then one comes down here. Well, 64 is that first one. The big pullback in 64 would probably be the area of concern. Okay. 64 could be a problem, but we're not worried about 64 yet. But yeah, 64, 65 could be that pullback these bears are looking for. But I don't know. We'll probably try to sucker these guys down here, I would say anyway. So we'll just wait and see. But you could get 65 pullback on this down to about the 63, 62. And from there, it's going to be 54. 54 to 46. So yeah, 64 could start a short, but we'll see. I don't think it will at this moment, but watch that 64, 55, 42, 45 levels as you go through today, because that's could be an area of concern. But right now, we're just trying to hold this market up. Just cut her out and take profits and be done, right? 20%. That's good, man. Let's see what mine says. It's up a lot. So that's cool. Now, see how the baby candle come in here now? There's baby again. Here's mama. So this mama now, here's a new mama and a new baby. So this candle don't come up through here, guys. If you don't break the 78 on this candle, you're not going anywhere. Always take your baby candle, go to mama's top. The previous one here, you don't got to really break this one now. You got to break the one to the left, just to sit to the side of mom there. So we need 76, 77 to get this candle to try to come back up through here. If not, it's going to be a problem. But I really think that right here, this area, right about, I think it's right here actually. Well, no, it's not because it's still a pain in the ass. So this is just all crazy through here anyway. So I'm not even going to mark that. What the heck happened there? Ding. See, these bulls want to be right in there somewhere. That's where they like to get to. Get up there to those highs and break those. 'Would be nice. 48. What's 51, 55, somewhere there. Let's go. Keep going up, guys. Come on, bulls. We just got to get up here and hold these areas. Hey, thank you, Nacho. Thank you for coming in, man. Smart move too, as I was always worked when I was trading, guys. Until I knew what I was doing, I kept my job. Furloughed again. Just got some. Wow, really? That's one thing I always did. I always kept a job in trading. Well, I was learning because I had to. Because when you're learning, your trading doesn't support you. It just doesn't. You think it's going to when you first start making those big trades at the first couple weeks, man, first couple months. Yeah, I'm gonna quit my job. And you quit your job and your trading goes to shit for 2 months and you're broke. So it's not a good plan, guys, to quit a job while trading unless you really do. Do you take on students? We do a lot of stuff, yeah. We do a lot of trading here and a lot of teaching. I don't personally take on students, but I don't know. I could think about it. Maybe take a couple people on if they really wanted to learn from me, I guess. Coaching's coaching, I guess, right? That's right, affluent. That's the way you do it, man. It's kind of funny. I was going to tell Steve my biggest thing I was looking at over the weekend is like fractional, the way the banks trade fractional money. It is kind of weird how you can have, okay, so the billionaires, guys, the billionaires will have, let's just say they have, we'll go a small amount. Let's just say you're like starting out billionaire. You got $200,000 in your account, right? Do you know you can loan out that money nine times that, nine times two, 18, 1.8 million. You can loan out $1.8 million on 200,000 through your bank on fractions. And then you get your percentage back on that money when you don't even have it. What is up with that shit? Don't ask me who told me that because I ain't gonna tell you. But the thing about it is, someone had spoke to me about this, and I'm like, wow, are you kidding me, bro? This is nuts. That's exactly what I'm looking into, Steve. Fractional reserve banking. It's beautiful. I should write a book on this shit, man. It's like the things I come across. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? No, they said, you should really get in this fractional reserve banking. I'm like, what? I mean, you can loan 9 times your money that you don't even have. You can have 100 grand and load 900,000 out the door, and you're getting back a bigger percent than the regular Americans are getting. What's up with this? But see, they don't. The people don't get the banking system. There's all kinds of hidden things in banks that they're used, and their money just grows and grows and grows because it's never told. Right? No one talks about it. The American public has no clue about fractional banking. No, none of them. Not a one. It's all kept quiet. But I just said it online, so you guys now know. You can go check that out too. Go read up on it, guys. It's pretty cool. It's public knowledge. It's just public don't know about it. I got followers, Lona, who wants it. That's right. I read articles and stuff, and then I ask people questions, and then somebody comes back and says, "Yeah, man, we do it." I'm like, "What? Huh?" So just think, guys, if you got 20 million, right, times 8 or 9 times, right, $18 billion you can loan out on $20 million and get back a percentage of that money. That's nuts. Here, you want this one? One and done, guys. One trade today is all we take. One trade. About the 9:31 this morning, 1 minute in the market, we got us a good trade and done. Good morning, Ted. Good morning, Lawrence. Good morning, Jonathan. Wayfair, how you doing? Jaja, how you doing this morning, Queen? Healing Queen, Mark, Trade Poet. How you guys all doing this morning? Good to see you in here. Good to see you guys in here with me. Vicky's down there. I see Vicky. Serb, Cyborg, Ghost. Black's always in here. Black, it's nice to see you. Pete, you've been with me for a while. Pete's a bit. Bay's been with us for a while too, so it's good to see you guys all in here this morning. At least you guys know when you're trading with me, I try to make it look, where we can get into something that's making money. I don't want to get into something that's not making money. Now, sometimes you'll get into one and pull back and go back up. That's normal. It's just, your account has to withstand it. So, but most of the time I'm looking for ways just to get in, get money and get out. We're not married to it, guys. And that's the thing about these markets. You got to treat these markets, boom. I'm not here to stay in this. I'm just here to get my money and get away. Right? Run in, run out. You're running. It's like walking into Walmart and get to pick out anything you want, but you got 30 seconds to get out of the store, right? You want to get in the markets, get out of the markets. If you want to keep making money in these markets, the best thing to do is take your money, extract it, and leave. Let everybody else lose. Get back that 913 this morning. That's what we got to do. Solid no wick candles, guys. Solid no wicks. I love it. See this? No wick, no wick, no wick, no wick, no wick. All these candles have no wick candles on the bottoms. Beautiful. Good morning, Jonathan. I'm gonna make Steve take me to lunch. I'm just playing Steve. $12,000 capital. Steve, I need lunch. Just messing with you. Steve knows I can mess with him because we've been friends a long time. So guys, you know what was funny about this thing? They moved Papa's line up there to about the 785, right? So they know the 785 is an area where that market was supposed to stop, and it didn't. It just kept on going. Steve, your line this morning was about 560, 564. I meant to put them on the chart and I forgot this morning, but your line was right in here, Steve, between these two big targets right here. And then Papa's was up here about the 60 or 85. So you're right here together in this area. This area right here, guys, from 63 to 85 was beautiful. Just absolutely phenomenal. Now, I think, you've got the pullback levels up here, guys, at 310, 350, and 6, or no, sorry, 910, 950, and 971. So remember that 910, 950, 971. Those are all areas where it could get stupid. We've only got about 15 more minutes, so we'll give her a chance to good work everything. I'll join. Yeah, thank you, Coach Breeze. Appreciate it. I just try to structure stuff so we can see, a good trade for us to get in the mornings. I want everybody to try to get something out of this market in the mornings on the 4 days that I'm on. And like I said, every day won't be a perfect day. There's going to be days, guys, where we'll take a trade and probably lose money, but that's just part of it. You don't win every day. I mean, so far, 8 days running, I've had a perfect trade, perfect 8 days straight. But you never know. I've been back on 8 days, guys, and 8 days we did 230K on the 7 days, and you can add 51 to that, 52 to that today. So 230, 270, about 272, 273, somewhere in there for 8 days of trading, almost 300,000. And normally, used to, guys, I would have, back in the day when I first started learning, I was hoping that I could make 30,000 a year in trading, right? And then I would set goals up like, oh, this year, man, we're going to try to do 100 grand this year, in trading. But I've learned not to set goals of my profits because they're unrealistic. I don't worry about it anymore. I don't do that what if I make sentence. We all do it, guys. Everybody says that. What if I make this? What if I make that? There is no what ifs. Just make it and go on. Don't even think about your profits, guys. Don't. Worry about your losses. Because if you worry about the loss, the profit comes, right? Worry about getting in structure, getting in trading, getting into something that's going to make you money. And then once you start making the money, learn how to say, okay, I've had enough. I'll quit. Take the money. Run. And then after that, it just becomes natural. You'll figure out ways to make it every day. I haven't traded in months, guys. I can come on a chart in 8 days and make close to 300 grand and haven't traded in 6, 7 months straight. I haven't even touched these charts at all. That's what separates the pros. They can go in the market and make money whenever the hell they want to. But they have to look. They got to do the same thing that you do. They have to do their homework. They have to know what they're looking at. They got to go set their charts up. They got to look at a chart and go, well, I don't like this shit, or I do like this shit. What am I going to do with this, right? Where am I looking for my entry? Well, Jessica was telling me something. What was you going to say, Jessica? So basically, you just have to have a plan. The plan is the key, man. The plan. You got to have a morning plan every morning. And what I like about the markets, guys, we know the market's never the same every day. It's like going to a different job every day. It's like one day you're at Amazon, the next day you're working for a pipe company, right? You don't know what's going to happen. You're a new trainee all over again. Every day in the market's like a new training day until you figure out a system that beats the training day. You're welcome. Job site. How to tools because you just got hired as a helper. You don't even know what you're doing. So you learn. Well, 6 months later down the road, they give you a new job in the construction site. You have no idea. This is the same concept in trading. Every day is a new day. You're walking into a different thing every day. So your job is to trade, right? So that's going to be your job as a day trader. But your day trading job has different concepts every day. It's not the same. Now, the overall concepts are the same. Structure and price. Those two concepts don't ever change. There's always market structure. There's always price. Focus on trading structure. Learn about structure, guys. Go read structure. Go learn structure. You want to be a good trader? That's what you got to do. You got to learn how to read these charts. We are going to put something together to help you guys, but it's going to be a while. We're still trying to get that ironed out, what day and how we're going to do it and all that. But I would love to be live with like 20,000 people at one time. It'd be great. But for me, it's not the numbers. It's the people that are here in this room. The 48 people that showed up this morning, remember, guys, there's a certain amount of people that want to learn and do this for a living. There's a certain amount of people that won't listen to anything you tell them, right? Some people will listen to you and walk away and kill their account. Some people will come back in here and go, wow, there's something special here that I could learn to make me a day trader. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get more people in here, but if they don't want to come, we can't force them. Right? Thank you, Amara. Remember, guys, out of 100 people, 10 people are successful. Well, out of 300 people or 400 people, you got 34, 45, something like that. So you guys are like the top. You guys are that 10% of the 400 that want to be in this for a living. And the rest of everybody else is just out there doing what they want with their accounts and don't care. And that's what you got to have. You got to build something that's, the coaching side and all that. You have to have something where people can learn. But you people always don't want to take your advice, and we know that a lot of people have, don't want to be told what to do. I was one of those people. I was one of those people. I hated to be told what to do. But you have to learn. You have to learn that you're not always correct, right? And that's even in life. So now we see market starting to fizzle out. But we know what's going to happen here. We know that if we get under like what's that, 44 up there? So we know that we got to hold the 44 and we know we got to hold the 35. If we don't hold the 44 and 35, we will pull back to 33. Okay? So it's 44, 35, 33 areas. Those big bear targets that we had last week, guys. It's kind of hilarious. But they were like also those big bear targets were like January of last year. Especially this one right here, man. This whole area right here between the 868 and 870 area, that was like a bear target last January. Last January 16th. It's on my chart. It's like, really? What are you still doing hanging over there? See, we're just trying to structure the 65 here, guys. Because 65 goes to 68, goes to 69, 70, 71, breaks to 71, gets to 72, goes to 75, then she trails up to 78, 84, 90, and then goes. Right now, the bulls want to see if they can push this market to 90. Now, since it's getting close for me to get off this morning, I want to show you guys something too. This is the area now that the bulls are looking at. Watch this. You see this top right here we got to? You see this? You see this low right here? Right there? Right there. You see that? I'm going to widen this out and bring it down some so you guys can see it really good. Okay, you see this? So here's what they're thinking. The bulls know that down here around the 35 is a pullback area they can get back in anyway, right? So they're looking at the 35 down here. So after the 35, you've got what? 30, 32, I think it is. Yeah, it's like the 32. And 32 goes to 26, right? 26 goes to 24. So the bulls know that from that area, from this little area right here, right, down to about right here, okay? They know they're safe in here, okay? So they'll keep their money and they'll wait. So when this market tries to go to this target, as we want up here, right? We want that target up there to hit. If it doesn't hit, the bulls will say, okay, let's just let this thing ride. Okay, and we're going to let it ride to do what? We are not even concerned until we break this level. Okay? We're not pulling anything out of this market until it breaks that. We'll close it here or we'll scale it up here and just let the one contract in. Okay? 2, 3 contracts, we leave in here. We leave, we leave, we leave, we leave, we leave. If it comes here, we close those couple contracts and get out. If we don't, we can always scale in up here and go some more. Okay? So what will the bulls be thinking here, guys? Well, here's what the bulls think on this side. Now, these are the big money guys. So we go here, right there. This line right here. Y'all see this line I'm drawing? Right there. You see that line? This will be the add-on to go higher. Anything below this line, we're not adding anything to because of the chance of pulling back. Anything above this line, we're going to add our contracts or more contracts and go back up to get these targets again. So if you're in this, you just hold, 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 add here, go. Comes here, you close. That's how they're thinking. That's exactly how the market puts money in, takes money out, puts money in, takes money out. And this is a good situation here to learn that because it always happens in contraction zones, okay? Contraction can be your friend, guys. Contraction can be a friend. If you watch contraction long enough and understand it, you'll be like, woo. If it breaks contraction box, it's going up. If it breaks the one at the bottom, it's going down, right? That's kind of how it works. But during those contraction zones, people are putting in money, extracting money, taking money, adding money. They're not closing like you think they are. They're sneaky people. Sneaky big money play sneaky little games, right? But that's their job. They get paid to do this. You see that candle turning red up there? Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean a thing. Because we know unless they get under the 45 and under the 37 down to 32, if you can't get to 32 to 26, it's never happening. It's not. It's just not going to happen. And this is where people get killed. That 26 area down there. You got to, if you get under 26, I think you could actually come down some. But if you can't break 26, it ain't happening, guys. Since we're so close to me getting off, watch. I'm going to show you all this. Watch. We are going to take, where's it at? Oh, there's my mouse. Okay, so we're going to go over here. 6. No, we didn't want to buy. Sorry, guys. Hang on a second. There. See this? I only got 2. See, 2 would have brought me back down to 0, right? You guys see that? 2 contracts would have got me in the negative, right? But this is why I told you that this is where they would close those trades, because they know they're going to be in negative money right here on this big move, right? And this is fact. We can see that. So remember I told you about the 26 right here. See? Can they make a little bit off the 26 coming down? It's possible, but you got to be careful because this will go down here, guys, and pretty much try to hit this about the 9 or 10 down there, and it's going to be done. Okay, so 9 or 10, and she'll be out of it. See, they want this short here. They want to get these shorts under here and just come down, right? Under the 26, see? See, there's your 24. I don't know where my trade's at. I think it's 22. It's too hot, too low. It's actually too low, right? Okay, 25 right here. See right here, guys? Look. See the 26? We want 26. So you got to get down here under this, and you got to come cap this 9 down here, 9, 10. So they're not going to get a lot here off these shorts because it's probably going to go right back up. Because what these bulls will do is they'll let the bears have a little bit. See, we're going to get a little bit right here, guys. We'll get a little bit of money here. And if you don't break this little area right in here at the 17 to come down here about the 9 or 10 right in here. If you can get down here to 9 or 10, it's perfect. But if you can't, you just take it and get out of it. That's all you can do. Because the 10 down here is going to kill you anyway. If it don't break the 10, it's going to go back up, right? But see, we know there's a little bit of money right here. I'm not, going to mess with this on my personal because it'd be crazy to take back profits from me. But there you go. As you can see, there's little ways that people make money in this. Now, see, this is where you want to be. You want to be right here because you want to see if this will come down to the 10. Okay. Not to be, right? 26. So basically, guys, what you would do is you would say, okay, what happens if I get under the 26? Then I'm looking for this right here. 910, right there. This is what you're looking for on that short, guys. So I told people who, this morning we were up like what, 8, 9 grand in a minute. This morning we were
Incredible.
killing it. I could have stopped the first minute of the market. Had almost 10 grand the first minute.
Yeah,
See that, guys?
that pop was incredible.
Yeah. See the 10 down here, guys? Watch it come right to 10. There it is. There's your 10 I was telling you about. Okay, so the 10 comes on to where? Comes on to the 4. And the 4 has to clear. Once the 4 clears that 96 area, guys, that's where you get down to 96. This is where the Bears want to be at 96 because they know 96 has got a gap down to 774 right here, right in this area,
Hmm.
right there. So if you can get past the 96, you're looking to run the 774 there. But you have to get past the 10 to do it. You got to get past 10 and 4 down to 96. So 10, 4, 96, guys. Make sure you put those on your chart. You want 26, right? You want 10, okay? 26, 10, 96, or no, 26, 10, 4, 96, 74. That's what you want to mark on your charts because that's exactly where she's going to go. And also, all the ones I just told you are ways for the bulls to come back into trades. They'll take trades long off those levels too.
Hmm.
So now you know which ones they're going to structure low to and which ones they're not. If they break the 74 down there, guys, it's going to get stupid. Okay. I think if the Bears can get under 96 down to 74, it would pretty much pull all the way down to probably about 51. 51 to 42. 42 is the target low right now, guys. 42 off 51 and 74.
Yeah, I really like that my 15 EMA, and that is right at 695, and so that is
Mm-hmm.
right in couplings with that anomaly hold there too.
Let's see if I can. Let's see. Right. Yeah.
Have a great day, Bay Fisherman. Nice to see you in here this morning.
Yeah. So I mean, really, it's like now you just got to wait for structure. Do we re-go? Do we come back down to a low, pull back, and make a new move? Right?
Hmm.
Make a new move. I'm thinking we make another move up here. If they don't break those lows that I was telling you about, this market will hold one of those lows, and we'll just keep going back up. If we get down into where we start breaking these 41s, 52s, and all that, this market could come back down. But I really think, personally, for me, I'm looking at probably the structure somewhere between 40 and I know because the Bulls want to save their markets. So I would probably think in somewhere between 40 and let's see, about 590 down there. Is it 590? 590? No, not 590. What is that right there? So structure wise, I would probably think 514 is a good one. No, it's 703 is a better one. Yeah, so 703 would be a really good place to be for the Bulls. 703 and I think 670 area down there, somewhere in there. I don't think we're going to go that low, but I would really be looking at like 735, 720, 704. So basically anything above the 700, guys. This area right in here at this 700 level is a good place for the Bears to come back down to and go right back up. If it gets that deep, which we don't really know if it will, but
Hmm.
as we just said, the 26 level, guys, is a good place to hold. 26, the 10, the 4, the 96 down there. All those areas that we just called earlier, 51, 42, those are places where you come low, but they'll structure their trades back off. As you can look at this wick right here, and you can see this. Look, boom, right down to the 800, right? And there's the
Hmm.
97. We want to be at 96. But This is where they wanted to go. So they had that 10 right here that they had to break to come. See, they got to the 10. They let these bears take that 10 target just to get a little lower, and they suckered these guys from the 10 right here that didn't know the 10 was a target. These guys stayed in that trade and lost their money as it pulled back, right?
Hmm.
So the bulls put in targets that they know that they can trade down to with the bears. Let the bears go down there and say, okay, well, the bears break the, okay, guys, we're going to let it fall to 10. We're going to add contracts and go back up. Well, the retail people think, oh, it's going to 10. I'm going to get in here at 9 and or 11 and go south because I missed, the chasing. So they chase the trade at 13, goes to 10. They got 3 points. Next thing you know, slam, goes right back up on you. And you can't figure out why. Why? It's because the targets are already in place. And everybody knows that. So they play off those targets. It's kind of cool, though. It's like a
Okay, can I
game.
ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay, so this morning I was listening to you live, and at the in the 9:45 to 10 Eastern time, it was pulling back, and you had such strong conviction that the pullback was just a pullback, and the momentum remained up. Why?
Looking overall on your candles with the big no wicks on the bottom, on the Hakanashi candles, there's not a wick on the bottom of those candles
Hmm.
anywhere. But if you go and look, go look at the strong big candle on that 4 hour chart. That's why.
And that 4 hour chart, yeah,
Now see the second candle you're in?
yeah,
There it is. That's the story right there.
and that's the
Those,
one that opened at pre-market. Yeah.
yep. And that big pre-market candle was telling me right there, ooh, this could be fun. And
Hmm.
we got to, and it pulled back a few times, but I stuck with it and I thought, you know what? It just breaks a certain levels, we got it made. And then we just stuck the levels. And once we stuck those levels, like you were saying, between 9:45 and 10, I'm like, okay, we're going to keep going here. And
Hmm.
if you notice, it cleared. It cleared the
Yeah.
top of one candle and started the second one like we're in now.
Yeah. I
That's,
scaled out and then I held a runner on ES that had a very similar pattern. And I was just wondering, because I had, we always draw levels and there are levels that it's reacting off of. And so it's just always interesting to me. Sometimes the lower levels hold and sometimes they just do a small retracement and then keep pushing. So I love that no wick on the bottom. What time frame is your Heikinachis that you like?
I keep this 15-minute on here for
Hmm.
that, just for that, to see
For
the
holding.
over for
Hmm.
holding and all that and looking back left and all that, what we're trying to get through. But
Hmm.
I mean, I got a 12-minute up. I use my 12-minute. I use my 15. I use 4 hour, 1 hour. I mean, I've got like right now 5 charts up, so
Hmm.
I kind of fluctuate between all of them and look at levels on each one of them,
Hmm.
and then kind of like we already know that the 810 up here was a pullback level.
Hmm.
The 54 is a pullback level. The 71 is a pullback level. 971. So
Hmm.
anything from there up, guys, like 810, 850, 870, all those three levels are considered pullback levels for bears. But they're not big levels, they're just there. It doesn't mean it will. It can blow
Hmm.
through those, but you never know. But if you want to structure your money in this, you're going to have to hold, we got to hold this uh, 860 right here because 860 is where the money's at. The big money,
Yeah.
this big money level is like
Yeah.
860, 880 right here. So you got to hold that area. And if you, which is like right in here, right there, 749 to 42, somewhere in this area.
Hmm. Right. Okay.
It's crazy how this works. So,
Hmm.
but the Bulls have a massive target at 26, 151. They
Yeah.
do
Well,
a big target, but I don't think they'll get that yet, but we never know. Maybe tomorrow, unless it just absolutely goes on fire and stays in today, which it could. This could keep going, but
right.
we'll see.
They definitely had the momentum off the open. And so then it is a case of like, how good of an entry did you get? How many contracts you have? What's your scaling plan? Like what kind of a pullback can you hold? And I like the Heikinashis on the larger time frame, that 12 or 15, because that would tune out some of the noise. You get a Heikinashi 2 minute, you're still going to get quite a bit of noise in that sometimes.
Yeah, you do. And I love to filter out noise in my charts. It
Hmm.
just, I can't trade with all the craziness. I just can't.
Yeah.
I
When
just
if you
can't do
think
it.
you're in a good long move, you need to tune out the noise,
Yeah,
to not get
you really
shaken.
do.
Mm, I like that.
The noisier the chart, the more stuff you got on a chart, the most noise. It's like the Rincos. Rincos love to cut out noise,
Right.
but you have to really watch when you're trading Rincos because you got to know what you're doing. So
Yeah.
it's like with this right here. These bulls want to come up here to about 55. They want to go along at 55 up to 73 and push the 8 and push the 910. What's the 55 here, guys? Where are the Bears going to try to go short? 45. The Bears will try to go short at 55. The Bulls are going to try to go long the Bulls will go long at 55. The Bears want to go short at 45. So there's like a little, you know, 10-point area right here.
Well,
That's all
battle
we
zone.
little battle zone. That's all we got. You'll watch the 55-45 guys. Watch. It's amazing how they play this sometimes. So now it's Bulls are saying 65, Bears are saying 45. So Bulls have to be at 65, Bears at 45. So let's watch and see what the Bears do at 45. Let's just see if they do this.
Yeah, it's a very interesting spot here. Definitely pausing. Yeah, which is such a key level, Judge, at that 7,000 on ES. There's so much hesitation here.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's a strong push up to it, though. It was beautiful.
Some guy was on TikTok last night telling everybody I just came across his stream or whatever, and he's on there telling everybody the market's gonna go crazy. We're all gonna go broke tomorrow. It's gonna fail. And I'm like, gee whiz. Where are you getting your concept from, bro? I just don't know. I know. It's like, stop putting out the crap and just actually trade.
Right. Stick with your price action. I mean, those predictions can really get you messed up.
Yeah. So I tell people, don't listen to all that noise and the news and all that. Trade what you see, not what you hear. What's the 65, guys? These bulls would love to take this 65 back up to like 72 if they can, and then try to structure 72 to about 85 here, but we'll see. See 65? But can they make it work to 72 here is the question. There's 72. Now, can they push it higher than 72 to get it to go to 85? If not, it will stop here. Come on. Can you go 82? Let's go.
Yeah, that last 50-minute candle looks like a nice hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice hold.
So the Bulls would love to take this about this 85 level up here if they can get it. If you can get 85, you could push this market. If you can hold 85 to about 905 would be perfect. But see how they got the 72 there at 65, 72 guys? That's exactly what they're doing. Now you have to go to 85 here or you go back to 72. But see, now the Bears also know this. So they're saying, okay, if the Bulls don't get past the 80, it won't happen. 80, 82. So the Bears move their shorts up behind us at 60. So as long as you're above 60, you're still good. If it goes to 60, the Bears will try to take it from them. It's structured, it changes all the time, all throughout the day. It's
Right.
crazy. It's craziness.
The Great Wall of Steve at 888. That's funny. It's a beautiful number. Mhm.
Yeah, these bulls are not getting it done right now.
Mm,
They're trying though. It's slow.
a little
82.
hesitation.
Yeah, you have to go 82, 85 here. I think it's gonna be 80. I think it's gonna be 82, 80, 87 actually. But if not, it's gonna pull back and try to drop in somewhere around this 60. What is that? Yeah, about the 60, 58, 60 down there.
The gold and silver both had a pullback this morning, but looks like they might be trying to hold.
Mm-hmm.
Couple bulls on them.
But it was definitely a good morning, guys.
Yeah, that was a good run up.
Yeah, really good
It's an
morning.
interesting start to the week. I feel like there oftentimes we can get some rotation on the start or the end of the weeks, but this is strong today.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
Really good start for a Monday.
Yeah.
Taz got up in my lap like, "Hey, man, do you know your trade day's over?"
Aw.
He does it like he'll sit every morning in his little bed beside me. He'll just be quiet and kind of chill. And as soon as like 11 o'clock comes, he knows it's time to quit. Time for my morning snack.
All right, let's go for a walk, have some snacks.
Yeah,
Cute. He's your baby. Yeah.
yeah. Bella's, whew, she's something else, man. Our new dog, our Doberman. Whew, she's 9. She's starting her 10. She's 10 weeks now, and she's 22 pounds, and she's hell on wheels. She just is absolutely just playing, but she don't want. She likes to nip it stuff, and she's tore my hand up from just coming through and trying to bite my hand
Ooh,
as she's playing, but she don't realize how big she is. But she
right.
tries to do it to Taz. He's only, he's a little 8-pound chihuahua, so she tries to nip him and it hurts. So he growls and they fight all day. And it's like, oh man, it's like I'm living married with children over here, you know, between these two.
Well, your little dog is the older one who was like boss of the house, but your
Yeah.
new puppy is big. Aw.
Well, I know Amaro. I've owned them. Oh, that's nice. You
Aw.
got one too, Amaro? That's cool. How old's your
Aw.
dog? Yep, I got a female. She's Russian. She's a black and tan.
Sweet.
There he goes. There's your 80. There's that 85, guys, I was telling you about right there. Now the Bulls want to push this to where 905. 905 would be the target for the Bulls. And this is just basically those little retail trades, Becky.
Yeah.
These are what these are. These are little retail trades that people can take just to make a little bit of money off
Scalping.
of these. Yep.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, it's
pullback.
so interesting to watch the market because like the big money moves with that momentum, like you said, the no wicks on the bottom, the pushes, the pullbacks are shallow. But then once a lot of contracts have been taken profit, then it does get into this like tighter range scalping more ish.
Yep.
Hmm.
And I think we are going to continue up a little bit. So that's what we're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Try to play with the big boys.
Like I said, that big box right there, if you can get out of that box and keep going, it's going to keep moving. But if you get down here about the 74, 72, I think it is. Let's see. No, actually, it's the 79. No, wait a minute. 78. 77 is where they're going to Bears will try to come in and stop them. See, watch. Watch the 77. See how we're getting 78? Right there.
Hmm.
See the little 77 pop in? This is where the Bears want to try to go short at 77.
Hmm.
So if the Bears can get a short here, they'll try to take 77 down here to just about the 71. If they can break 71, they'll try to get this 54. But if they can't hold the 77, 71 won't happen. So the Bulls will restructure off of that and try to get back up to the top of the 88.
The bears have been trying here for more than an hour now.
Yep. That's
Aw,
cool.
little Blaskies. Sweet.
That's cool.
I mean, a duck. Aw. That's a fun pair.
It's funny. I saw a duo on TikTok, a Chihuahua. Somebody came in the door. They broke into the house and came through the door in a mask, and had the robbery tools. And the Chihuahua was sitting in the living room barking at him. He thought, well, you're nothing. And all of a sudden, here comes a big ass Doberman around the corner. And the dog jumped up, knocked the guy down, and had the guy by the side of his neck on the ground.
Dang.
Like 4 in the morning, of course, the people called the cops, but man, the dog had this guy pinned. He wasn't
Yeah.
going anywhere. Wrong house, bro.
I mean, there's a reason why they have dogs in the police force.
Yep. Another dog too that's really, I think a good security dog also that people overlook is the Akita.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
The Akitas, they're really big, but they're really like they're the ones that'll study you. They won't bark, they won't growl, they'll just sit and watch. They'll let you break in because they want to tear your head off
Yeah.
once they get a hold of you.
Come at me, bro.
But they're pretty good dogs. But I've owned a lot of dogs through the years. I've had an Akita, I've had Rotties, a Doberman. This is my second Dobie now. But we have a female this time though, because the females seem to be more mature than the males earlier. But you gotta be careful with the female Dobies because they are more aggressive sometimes. But
Hmm.
I don't think ours is gonna be that aggressive because she's just a big ass baby. It's all about how you raise them. See how they got into 77 guys, like I told you? Look at that. They went under 77 here, but you've got to get, they know 77 for the Bears, and you got to get down like 68 on this. If you can get 68, the Bears might have a little bit of a chance, but I doubt it. Anyway, guys, I got to go make some phone calls and get some stuff done. I got a meeting in probably an hour anyway. So I'm going to get off here and let you guys have it this morning. I do appreciate everybody being on this morning with me. Before you head out, breakdown, can you provide in gold? Well, I don't think, I haven't done my gold charts in a while. So I'll look at gold today and kind of give you some insights tomorrow on the gold. I don't think I even have it up here because I had one and I got rid of it. Because I try not to vary too much off my NASDAQ because I'm so used to trading it. But big days with gold and silver and all that, I'm cool with, but we can trade oil in the mornings at 9, but it's just hard when you really want to focus on making money. I try to stick to one chart, because
Yeah, lock in.
if I bounce around all the place, I'm going to miss a trade somewhere. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I can trade multis. You guys have seen me trade gold, silver, all that stuff at one time, at 4, 5, 6 charts on the day. But, if the NASDAQ's doing terrible, then we go to something else. As long as the NASDAQ is doing its thing, I'll stick with it. But once it starts getting stupid, I can always go look at something else. Like especially in the morning, if we don't see a move at 9:30 on the NASDAQ, we can always have the Dow up and trade it. Or the
Hmm.
ES.
Thank you for your time. That's such great. All of your points today were really valuable, and your levels were on point, and it was a nice breakdown. Like, it's really nice to have you here.
I appreciate it. I really do. So I'm gonna hand it over to you and Coach Riz there, and I'm gonna go on and do my thing and get some stuff done. I gotta get done this morning. So everybody have a great day. Hope you guys made some profits this morning. Hope you learned something, and just be safe for your trading. Okay.
Thanks, Mike. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great day. You too, Riz. You guys have a beautiful day.
Mhm.
Bye bye.
Bye. Wheat trade.